United Smart Broadcasters Collective.
Yeah, excuse all the white noise in the background. I have fans going on. I got fans to keep my computers cool, the laptops cool, laptop fans and stuff. I just unplugged one of them so the white noise could be a little less intrusive. But yeah, what is going on with the people today, especially our people? I mean, people are ass backwards right now. Like, I blame it on crisscross and the far side. When crisscross started wearing their clothes backwards and the far side made a music video backwards, I knew that we was on a trajectory to be ass backwards. Now people so scared that when they get shot, they scared to talk to the police. They worried about getting shot. And then when they go into the hospital, they worried about the doctors and nurses being the police. I'm like, first of all, so you couldn't even give this person CPR. You know what? One time a person got shot behind me at the not because of me, but they were standing near me, and the shooter, since I was so tall, the shooter had his back towards me, so the sheriffs across the street couldn't see him because I was so tall and I was standing by a newspaper stand. So he shot this guy, and I heard the shot behind me, but I thought it was a firecracker because he was so close to me because he was right behind me. I smelled the gunpowder. And then he ran, and everybody ran, but I laid on the ground because you don't run when people are shooting. So, but I had on a white jacket, and I didn't want my jacket to get dirty. It was a brand new rubber sole jacket. So if you remember the rubber sole days. So anyway, what was funny is when I laid on the ground, these girls took the opportunity to sit on every part of my body while I was laying on the ground, like I was the president, like they were protecting me, which was funny. And but the gentleman that got shot, he was sitting up, his waist was wet, blood was shooting out of his wrist, like every time his heart pumped, blood would shoot out of his wrist like a water fountain. And I told him to keep your hand elevated, but he had to use the other hand to prop himself up because his legs wasn't moving at all. And when the paramedics came, he would not lay on the gurney because I guess he felt they was the police too. And when he was in the club, he was the man, right? He's the man. People around him, giving him big ups. But when he got shot, nobody helped him. And I heard somebody in the crowd say, "Come on, man, that ain't your nigga. Come on, man, let's go. Let's go." And then I had a penthouse at the time, so I invited people over for a coffee. I said, "This is so, shocking that we need to regroup, drink some coffee, and then everybody go home because I want everybody to get home safe." And I invited people over to the penthouse, which wasn't too far from the club. And it actually was in that same area that you see the videos of me riding a scooter or whatever. And I was just amazed at people's ignorance and the way they think and how backwards they are today when they talk about being shot or even talking about STDs or religion. This shit is spooky. And if you're sane and you have common sense, you're the bad guy.
Or stay with yourself until you're absolutely sure who you want to be with, because that's a sensitive topic. Yes. And women shouldn't just be letting people into their rooms just off GP, just because you like him or just because you think that he's cute. That's a lesson that I had to learn as well. I actually went through it again when I left again. And so every time a woman steps outside of a man who she's with and then tries to encounter herself with another one, she's going to find imbalances. I mean, hey, think about it. Women can eat some goddamn pineapples and have a candida rush. Women could wear pink panties and then get an itchy rash because of the dye or because of the soap. Right. So that's just the anatomy of a woman, and we have to really be considerate of that so we can have just carry ourselves with more poise and more divinity and more righteousness, and know that, we are sensitive beings and we should honor our bodies. And that is something that humanity through Carbonation is learning through the women here.
Suspended animation of a gray expansion casting shadows over the sun.